Hi, I'm Jermaine Hall of Wagner College, and I'm sitting here with Greg Nunn of St. Francis, New York. In a couple of minutes, we'll be meeting off in the NEC semifinals.
This is what we play for all season, shot at the conference championship. The winning team has to make plays like these.
Otter feeling it. Great feed. Jermaine Hall in free zone. Got to find Clotter. Nice retreat by the Seahawks. Pritchard. He's going to look to break him down. 7 on the shot clock. Dominguez. 30 the last time these teams played 10 days ago. Stephen Howard, what a touch.
Greg, nobody comes this far not to want to play for the NEC automatic bid to the NCAA tournament.
No doubt about it. For the winner, it keeps the dream alive. For the loser, it's a nightmare. Good luck, man.
Good luck to you, too.
Live from Sovereign Bank Arena in Trenton, New Jersey, this is the Northeast Conference Tournament on Fox Sports New York. Today, the 5th-seeded Wagner College Seahawks take on the top-seeded Terriers of St. Francis, New York. Hi, everybody. Dave Popkin and Tim Capstraw, glad to be with you for this semifinal matchup. We are just 60 seconds from tip-off. Capper, St. Francis is having one of their best years ever, but they've never been to this NEC title game. Meanwhile, they've beaten Wagner in 2 straight games, 6 straight overall. How does Wagner win this game?
Well, I tell you what, obviously Jermaine Hall has to have a big game inside, and the perimeter guys got to bang jump shots, but the real key is to keep Clifford Strong of St. Francis off the offensive backboard. They really got to box him out.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for Wagner.
There's Courtney Pritchard of Wagner, the freshman point guard, averaging 26 versus St. Francis this season.
Their head coach is Derek Wittenberg in his second year, 1 game under 500, 16 victories this season. Now the starters for St. Francis, New York.
There's Clifford Strong. He's the key to the game. He can really, really rebound.
Ron Gagnon is the 10th-year head coach of the Terriers, his 12th year overall, former NEC Coach of the Year. Nobody has been better the last 3 seasons in the NEC. The officials are Ed Corbett, George Watts, and Jackie Loeb, and we are set for tip-off today. Winner goes on to the NEC final tomorrow night. Loose ball off the tip, and Capper's guy Clifford Strong comes away with it. Faber Reyes, the big guy, will play away from the basket sometimes. Stephen Howard to Greg Nunn.
Wagner in their man-to-man defense. You'll see mostly man-to-man this afternoon.
That's Richie Dominguez, third in the league in scoring, and you can see why.
But Dominguez had 29 about a week ago when they played Wagner, and he's just picking up where he left off. Heck, he had 15 in the last 5 minutes.
This is Courtney Pritchard, the highly regarded point guard, gives up to Jeff Clotter. Clotter had 5 threes yesterday, but comes up empty there. Stephen Howard feeds Strong, 4-2.
Terrific feed by Howard. He's an outstanding scorer, but that time having the vision to identify Clifford Strong cutting down the lane.
4-0, St. Francis, New York. St. Francis has never even been to the NEC title game. 4 seniors this year. Diedrich dive for 3.
Outstanding extra pass by Jeffrey Clotter. Gave up a good shot for a great shot. We're in the alleys right now. It's dangerous against pressure. You've got to center the ball against the Wagner pressure.
Diedrich Dye had a nightmarish game early yesterday in the quarterfinal, then came up with a big 3 late. There's a big 3 for Stephen Howard.
Get used to that. Stephen Howard can light it up.
Top scorer in the league, St. Francis, 5-4. Water wide open underneath, missed the layup. Pritchard finds him again. Pritchard all over the glass, the smallest guy on the floor.
Nice job by Courtney Pritchard. He's played very, very well against St. Francis this season.
Another 3 for Howard. This time he came up shy. And a foul underneath. Paul Dottino is with us on the sidelines today. What's new, Paul?
Well, Dave, you know, St. Francis of New York has a bye into this tournament as a result of their first-place seeding in the NEC, so they didn't play yesterday. Head coach Ron Gagnon told me the idea was to keep the players away from the arena because a team, or that is your opponent, is never as good as they look in the first round and never as bad as they look in the first round. Are they a bit rusty? Well, we'll find out real soon. Back to you.
Oh, thanks. That's a great point. Wagner played and played well yesterday, beating LIU. Marvin Jefferson feeds Jermaine Hall 4-2.
Great feed by Jefferson. A quick forward, not a power forward, a quick forward who can put it on the deck. Good feed.
We are tied at 7. About 2.5 minutes gone by. Hayward Reyes travels.
Yeah, the big guy is about 22 feet from the basket, handling the ball, and Jermaine Hall did a good job of pressuring, forcing the turnover.
Cap, let's take a look at the bracket. So BC beat Central Connecticut, a decimated team yesterday, and Monmouth looked very impressive beating FDU.
Monmouth sure did. They really executed. They really ran their offense. Their matchup zone was in full force. Very impressive.
Jermaine Hall beats Pritchard, the freshman. Like a pinball in there.
See the size advantage right there. Diedrich Dye trying to guard Richie Dominguez on the perimeter. Dominguez actually posting him up. It's a tough matchup. We'll see if the Terriers of St. Francis try to exploit that size differential.
They did on the inbound. Dominguez has 5 inches on Dye. It was the first foul on Diedrich. Travel on Stephen Howard.
That's what you want to do to three-point shooters. You want to force them inside the line, and that time Stephen Howard got caught shuffling his feet.
We are tied at 7, 16:47 left here in the first half. Field goal shooting so far, not bad. St. Francis better. Pritchard playing like a veteran.
Well, Pritchard dominated St. Francis in the 2 games this year. He's averaged 26 points on moves like that. He penetrates easily against the Terriers.
Greg Nunn tried to save it on the baseline. He could not.
It's a very important matchup as Nigel Wyatt steps in the game. You really got to help him on the backboard, but Courtney Pritchard has been able to drive by the defenders of St. Francis in both contests. Been very effective.
Wagner having no problems with St. Francis's press. Wyatt walked. 3rd traveling violation in the first couple minutes.
Yeah, a number of unforced errors. A couple guys a little tense, feeling a little bit of the pressure. These are big games. The loser goes home, survive, and advance.
Derek Wittenberg has used Nigel Wyatt a lot in the recent weeks. Clifford Strong.
I don't really know where Nigel Wyatt was going on that play. He left the basket unprotected and an easy 2 for Clifford Strong.
4 for Strong in the early going. Jeff Clotter for 3. Reyes skying for the rebound.
Clotter was big yesterday. He hit 4 threes in the first half. He needs to light it up.
Dominguez missed the finger roll. Diedrich Dye.
Dye had a pretty solid decision as they backed off on a 1-on-3. He did have the open look. Got an air ball.
These teams will play loose and free. They'll score in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, the 1 and 2 highest scoring teams in the NEC this year. They do have a lot of offensive freedom.
Offensive foul on Dominguez. Clotter draws it. First foul on Dominguez. We are tied at 9, 15-11 left in the first half. Clifford Strong and St. Francis trying to go to the final.
business had humble beginnings. That's why you need a bank with a vision as big as yours. Right now at the Dime, we're working with one company that, well, just you wait. No matter what size your business is today, you're worth more at the Dime.
In the year 444 AD, the Incas were convinced they had angered it. In 1978, it destroyed top-secret spy satellites. In 1989, it knocked out Eastern Canada's communications. Every 11 years, the sun erupts, hurling pieces of itself directly at us. It's called Solarmax, and it's back. Witness the awesome power only in the IMAX Dome Theater at Liberty Science Center. Solarmax, here comes the sun.
Northeast Conference basketball is brought to you by RCA, changing entertainment again. www.rca.com. And by Dime, you're worth more at the Dime. And by Solomon Smith Barney, the official investment firm of the Northeast Conference. See how we earn it. A battle for New York here in Trenton, New Jersey. Brooklyn's St. Francis, New York Terriers and Wagner's Seahawks from Staten Island, all tied up at 9. Dave Popkin, Tim Capstraw with you, Paul Bettino on the sidelines. Yves Kabor and Hassan Wilkerson check in for Wagner. Kabor with the ball now.
Watch the effort of Hayberth Reyes in the low post guarding Jermaine Hall right now.
Wilkerson for 3. Howard starts the break. Howard and Dominguez work so well together.
What a beautiful athletic finish by Richie Dominguez.
11-9. St. Francis on top. 14:33 left here in the first half. All travel in the paint.
Watch this athletic little kick by Howard to Dominguez, who caught it all in one action. Very, very smooth play. The big guy, Hayberth, handling it out front. He traveled the last time, but he's a very good passer, as he showed right there.
Howard to Dominguez again. This time, Richie will be shooting free throws.
It's dangerous when you take those type of chances in your own side of the floor. You leave the basket unoccupied. Nice pass by Reyes. Got a little quick 2-on-1 drop off. Nice unselfish basketball. Terrier's got a lot of good passes.
First foul on Hassan Wilkerson. You saw Dominguez near the top in just about every meaningful category in the league. Diedrich Dye back in there for Jeff Clauter.
We talked a little bit about the arena setting. Now, St. Francis is actually, they play in a gymnasium, so they have this depth perception issue. Having these stands so far back can be an issue early on. It takes them a while to get accustomed to. Obviously, Dominguez hasn't adjusted yet from the free throw line anyways. Coach Ron Gagnon,
former UNLV assistant when they went to the national title game and won in 1990 with Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman, Greg Anthony, and friends. Wagner has gone to their bench much earlier. Kabor finds Dye. 10 on the shot clock. Diedrich Dye lost it. 6 on the shot clock. Wyatt blocked by Reyes. Was it a goaltend? Yes. Goaltending on Hayberth Reyes, the 6'11 center from Venezuela.
check the replay on this. This is always not an easy call. Tough to envision off the body. Yeah, obviously, off the backboard. Reyes knocked it out. Good bailout by Yves Kabor, finding Wyatt in that possession late in the shot clock.
We are tied at 11. Jamel Smiley in to run the point for St. Francis, giving them a rest. Reyes to Howard. Ill-advised pass. Wilkerson. Jermaine Hall cleans up the mess.
Great effort by the Seahawks. The Seahawks look loose right now. They played yesterday. They got the first game jitters out. They're playing aggressive and confident. Strong is yet to get an offensive rebound. We called that the key of the game.
Underneath, Strong for two.
Terrific positioning, Drake drop off, and Clifford Strong can finish that.
Strong has 6 to lead the Terriers. They're all tied up. The winner faces the winner of the UMBC Monmouth game later tonight, Hassan Wilkerson. Another turnover by the Terriers.
But St. Francis wants to exploit Wagner because at times they are susceptible to the fast break. They relax and don't have defensive balance that time. A little too careless with the pass. The kick out by Herbert Reyes.
6 turnovers for the Terriers.
Wagner forces a league high 22. That's number 2 in the country. They really get it after it defensively and force you to play their tempo, their style of game.
Jason Morgan in the game, a junior from Willingboro, New Jersey. For the Terriers, wearing number 3. Chris Jackson in there for Wagner, co-captain on this team. Dietrich Dye dials 3.
Dietrich Dye did not score in the first half of yesterday's game. He was the only Seahawk who didn't put up point production. Good to see him getting off early this afternoon.
2 threes, 6 points total for Dye. Wagner takes a 3-point lead. They are the underdog, the 5th seed, facing the top-seeded Terriers of St. Francis. Strong at a tough angle.
Chris Jackson did a great job defensively, bodying out Clifford Strong and making that a 4-foot shot as opposed to a 2-foot shot. Strong got frustrated, went over the back.
Second foul on Clifford Strong. He'll have to sit down. 11:41 left in the first half. Wagner 16, St. Francis 13. Dietrich Dye connects.
Every university boasts great faculty, a caring atmosphere, state-of-the-art facilities, and small, intimate classroom settings. I was looking for that and more. I found it all here at St. Francis College.
I find it rewarding to be part of the St. Francis tradition, providing a powerful education at a reasonable cost.
I found a committed administration supplying students and faculty with the necessary tools that will bring us into the 21st century.
I found a nurturing environment where everyone champions my success. Yeah! I feel like I'm part of a family.
I found an atmosphere that not only promoted academic growth, but social growth as well.
As a former student and now as president of St. Francis College, I know that you'll find what you're looking for. I guarantee it. It's not just my job, it's my passion. Come join us.
In 1939, RCA introduced television to the public at the World's Fair. Color came to television in 1954 with RCA's form. Digital satellite TV became a myth. The future of television is high definition, 6 times sharper.
The people who brought you the television now bring you the next generation, making television as exciting as it was the very first time. RCA, changing entertainment again.
Wagner College leads St. Francis, New York 16-13 in this NEC semifinal. These two teams have met twice already this year. In fact, twice within the last 3 weeks. St. Francis winning both. First one 91-75 as Howard went off. And then the 22nd Dominguez had 29 points. And we have highlights from that one.
It's a game last week at Wagner. Clifford Strong around the offensive backboard. Talked about that a lot so far. Jeffrey Carter, look at this feed to Jermaine Hall. Big time play. And Richie Dominguez really sealed it with this big time bomb.
Dominguez had 15 points in the last 5 minutes of that game, and he said, out, you're done after that last 3-pointer. 4 points already today, and now taking a rest. Both teams have really gone to their benches early. St. Francis has Howard in there along with Eric Thompson, a freshman, Greg Nunn, Patrice Deveneaux, and Jason Morgan.
This matchup of Greg Nunn and Courtney Pritchard is huge.
Yves Tabor lays it in.
The little guy on a little flex shuffle cut. Great pass by Nigel Wyatt, but the little guy able to complete the play down low.
Good ball movement by the Terriers. None. Rimmed out. Nigel Wyatt cleans the glass.
Wyatt's rebounding is very, very important.
Pritchard for three.
His confidence as a freshman just keeps growing and growing and growing. Courtney Pritchard lighting it up.
St. Francis needs time. Wagner opens up their biggest lead, 8 points. Courtney Pritchard has 7.
Here we got a pass of Nigel Wyatt to the little guy. Catching and finishing. Yves Gabor. And on the other end, watch Courtney Pritchard. We talked about he's had big, big games against St. Francis. 30 and 22 in the 2 contests. That's a reason why. Not just penetration. When you back off of him, he can hit the three-pointer.
8-0 run for Wagner, precipitating the timeout. Wagner taking advantage, perhaps, of the St. Francis bench a little.
Yeah, Wagner can go deep. They'll go 10, 11 deep. They'll keep running at you. But I really think the difference is you get to play a game yesterday. You get the pre-game jitters. I think the idea of playing 3 games in 3 days is not a big deal for 18, 19, and 20-year-olds.
Make him work his tail off. Make him work. And we just did him. Now everybody else stay 2, 3, 5, and here. Watch the kid make the play. Tell him. He'll make the play right now.
Showing a little defensive strategy, a little trapping, aggressive trapping, but they need to protect the hole when they trap and rotate.
Seems like Derek Rittenberg is good at knowing who can beat him and who can't beat him. And that's what he was talking about as well.
Here's the pressure he was just diagramming. The big guy, the big wingspan out front, Nigel Wyatt, staying with the trap. 7-0, not a ball handler. See if they can force something. They got him.
Eric Thompson turns it over. Trying to get it to 7-0 on the near side. 2 freshmen out of Brooklyn in there in prime time. In a semifinal game, Dominguez will replace Thompson out of Lincoln High School. Jermaine Hall back in there, mouthpiece in tow.
7 turnovers so far for St. Francis. We're less than 10 minutes into the game. That's what Wagner will do to you.
Force those turnovers. St. Francis, meanwhile, commits nearly 19 per game, second most in the league. And the Terriers have turned it over 7 times. Diedrich Dye again.
Terrific ball movement, great screen, and Diedrich Dye is feeling it. Wagner is having success, and it's not Jermaine Hall at this time. That's a very, very good feeling for the Wagner staff and Coach Wittenberg.
An 11-point lead. Dye has 3 3-pointers. Dominguez will be shooting 2.
Richie Dominguez using his ability and his size, his slashing ability to get to the hole and create the contact. But you can sense a little body language by the Terriers. Everybody looking a little bit tight. Bit of concern.
4 for Dominguez, a first-team All-NEC player. We have 3 of those in the game today. The first one rolls home on the soft rims.
Yeah. Talked about that yesterday a lot. These are soft rims. Could really, really benefit the three-point shooting of the Seahawks.
Wagner's a better free throw shooting team, but Dominguez converts on both attempts here.
A little trapping defense. Watch Dominguez. He's going to look for an opportunity.
Wagner with the ball and a 9-point lead. Wyatt leads Hall. Jermaine Hall had 28 yesterday, and he's starting to click today.
How about that when your center can help you break pressure and make good feeds like that? Nigel Wyatt, what a find out of Curtis High School.
Stephen Howard on his way to the hole. Fouled by Diedrich Dye. That's his second.
Obviously, they're respecting the three-point shooting ability of Howard, one of the premier guys in the league, and Howard taking advantage of the closeout by Dye and driving over.
Ron Gagnon trying to get Haber Reyes back in the game. A little too late. Richie Dominguez operating down low, fouled again.
can see that that's what Dominguez wants to do. He wants to drive it to the hole. Wagner's going to have to back off of him, make him hit the perimeter shot. He's very dangerous. He can do that also. But look at him. He's just attacking. Too easy. Team defense got to keep him away from the basket.
It's like a good running back in football. He can sense the hole and he spins through there and draws the contact. 3 free throws in a row after 2 early misses.
One of the best ways to keep your team hanging around when they're not playing well is to get to the free throw line. It just regains your poise, regains your composure, and that's what Richie Dominguez is doing right now.
Reyes is back in there for Patrice Stefano. Morgan rebounds the miss, but there's a foul on St. Francis on that try.
A little push off on Joe Wyatt.
Morgan commits his first against Wyatt. 9:32 left in the first half. 26-16. Wagner, their biggest lead, has been 11.
Pritchard trying to go by Greg Nunn. Nunn doing a nice job defensively. Might be able to get a call. Good decision by Dye. Didn't have the look inside.
Oh, wow. Talk about being unconscious.
Diedrich Dye is feeling it. The guy from Clinton, Tennessee, getting it done.
What a fadeaway three-pointer for Diedrich Dye. 12 points. 29-16 Wagner.
Seahawks are doing it on this end, though. They're really defending well. There's the skip pass that burned them in the last game.
Dominguez tips in the Howard miss.
It's been the Richie Dominguez show for the Terriers. He's the only one really in the flow in the last 5 minutes.
9 of their 18 points. Wagner still on top by 11. Just over 8.5 minutes left in the first half. Diedrich Dye 4 for 4 today from three-point range.
Wyatt a little too aggressive that time. He doesn't need to put it on the deck that early in the shot clock. Should work the ball a little bit longer.
St. Francis starting to think now. They've lost 2 years in a row in this semifinal round. They don't want to make it 3. Nunn trying to lob an alley-oop for Reyes. Miscommunication.
Look at the body language right now. Look at the look on the face. Obvious concern of Greg Nunn. Obvious concern of Ron Gagnon. Hey, St. Francis has beaten Wagner 6 straight, but the last time Wagner beat them was in the NEC tournament in '97.
And my partner happened to be on the sidelines that day for the Seahawks.
Yeah, they really missed me. Back to the action.
Nigel Wyatt, pretty good passer for a young player.
Good decision by Kabor. The little guy knew he couldn't get it over.
Bumping foul underneath, charged against Hayworth Reyes, the St. Francis center. His first. 7:50 left in the first half. Wagner leads it 29-18. Northeast Conference basketball. We'll be back.
Mom, hey, it's me, Steve. Look, we've got to talk about Dad. I think it's time he had his own computer. And right now, you can get him a complete Dell system with an Intel Pentium 3 processor, kind of like mine, for a little $829. And if you order right now, you get a free DVD upgrade. And you'll get TurboTax software for free. So Dad can do something useful, like our taxes, so we don't have to depend on Uncle Saul. Because, Mom, I know how much you love Uncle Saul.
Get this complete Dell system with a powerful Intel Pentium 3 processor for only $829. Plus, you'll receive TurboTax Deluxe and Quicken Deluxe free. Internet access. If you call or go online now, you'll also get a free DVD upgrade.
They invest their time, their energy, and their talent in our future. But when it comes to their future, people in education turn to TIAA-CREF. For over 80 years, we've provided financial solutions to some of the best minds in America. Now investors everywhere can plan for tomorrow with TIAA-CREF mutual funds. TIAA-CREF, ensuring the future for those who shape it.
Wagner on top of St. Francis, New York, 29-18. St. Francis fans wondering if this is their year. So far, no good in the first half, but you look at their performance over the past couple of years, the quarters, 2 straight years in the semis. This year, who knows? This is the 100th year. Ron Gagnon talks about his senior class.
It's meant so much to us because they've resurrected really St. Francis College basketball. I mean, they put us back right in contention every year for the Northeast Conference Championship, chance to go to the NCAA. And I think they realize it because last night, I didn't even know it, they held a team meeting. Seniors first, the 5 seniors first, and then the rest of the team. So I don't know what was discussed, but I know they're into it, and I know they know this is their last shot.
Ron Gagnon's club down by 11 here, 7:50 left in the first half. It's been a great senior class at St. Francis, and let's go to Paul Dottino.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dave, Coach Gagnon just took his team out to the foul line in a football-type huddle, and he shredded them. He asked the veterans what was going on. He said, come on, guys, you got to rely on each other. About that team meeting they had last night, Kirby Reyes told me the seniors spoke first and just basically talked about the pain of losing in 2 NEC semifinals, and they finally wanted to get to the NCAA tournament. Back to you.
Paul, thanks a lot. Jermaine Hall, though, scores his 8th point, advancing the lead to 13.
Quick leaping Jermaine Hall. He can really get up. He got his own offensive rebound. Nice putback finish.
Nunn behind his back, inexplicably.
Nice help defense by Wyatt. You can see the effort and emotion going on right now. Potter susceptible to pressure as Nunn strips him.
Defensive player of the year in the NEC converts.
That's not Jeff Carter's game. Will foul off the ball right now on Carl Sanders on Yves Tabor.
Sanders, the junior from Grady High School in Brooklyn. Here's an example of Nunn's handiwork.
He stripped him. He knew he didn't have a point guard right there. Jeff Carter plays the 2-3 position. Good time to take a chance. Great play, Greg Nunn.
Wagner with the ball, up 11, 6:48 left in the first half. Semi-final matchup here at Sovereign Bank Arena in Trenton. Jermaine Hall, not really a 3-point shooter.
St. Francis would be very happy to see Hall take the 3-pointer. They're really backing off him on the perimeter.
Dominguez, mugged on his way to the hole.
He's really just going to take it all game long at the basket and create the contact and go to the line.
Second foul on Nigel Wyatt. He will check out in favor of Marvin Jefferson, the sophomore from Woodbridge, Virginia.
Clifford Strong has not been a factor. He has not been in the game for a while. He was what we call the key to the game, his offensive rebounding ability. He's sitting out right now.
Howard for 3. 6 points for Stephen Howard, the leading scorer in the NEC.
Nice ball movement. Howard can drain him. Little emotion up the Terrier bench right now. They're trying to motivate their players. They feel a potential spurt. Nice pass.
Water comes up short. Jefferson scrambling. But Reyes comes away.
The big guy with some agility.
Smiley and Sanders in the backcourt right now for Ron Gagnon. Greg Nunn on the bench.
Need a good look right now. They're feeling better about themselves. Passing big man.
Dominguez stops and pops.
Been a Richie Dominguez show. He's playing great, keeping the St. Francis Terriers in the hunt. They're only down 6 right now.
11 for Dominguez, the senior from Columbia. 1,400 plus points in his career, putting the team on his back. The lead was 13. It's down to 6.
Watch Dominguez right here. He's been penetrating all day. This time just stops, and he can just elevate over the smaller defensive player, Courtney Pritchard. Beautiful finish, doing a little bit of everything.
7-0 run for St. Francis, New York. Getting in the flow now. Fans, if you want to learn more about the Northeast Conference, you can do so on the web at www.northeastconference.org. Stats, standings, tournament brackets, the whole shebang. That's www.northeastconference.org. Ron Gagnon telling his team, we've all got a rebound, not just Herb. Rebounding is even at 10 and 10, but St. Francis not getting a whole lot of second chances.
Well, we said the key would be Clifford Strong, but with 2 fouls, Coach Ron Gagnon is trying to be cautious and sit him out. But rebounding is where the St. Francis Terriers have the major advantage. That guy right there has to neutralize it by doing a good job on the backboard. He averages around 6 a game, but Nigel White, who isn't in right now, helps on the backboard. Marvin Jefferson's at a size disadvantage. All the guards of Wagner have to get in and help on the defensive backboard.
Very small lineup out there for the Seahawks. Pritchard running the point, the freshman from Southampton, New York. One of Long Island's best last year.
This is doing a nice job on the interior defense in the half court on Jermaine Hall.
Marvin Jefferson, somehow it didn't fall. Guy saved it to the wrong team. Will it need a layup? No.
Got to finish those plays in big games like this. You got to finish your easy opportunities. Smiley a little careless.
Wagner with the basketball, wearing green, up 6. 4:45 left in the first half.
Guard Dietrich Guys lighting it up in the first half. 3 threes. 9 on the shot clock. Great pass.
Dye off the feed from Marvin Jefferson.
Little baseline shuffle cut, the old flex cut. Great pass and finish.
14 points in the first half for Dietrich Dye. That's more than his average. 3 ball, missed from the corner by Smiley.
Dye.
Oh, and one.
What a shot. What a big-time shot.
That was unbelievable.
Get this baby on the replay, please.
Dietrich Dye,
the ultimate runner. Gets the contact, just kind of throws it up going by and makes the play. Guy makes a lot of those shots, so he's a good scooper around the basket, but that one was extra special. Wow.
Second foul on Carl Sanders. Dye on fire with 16 points thus far. Doesn't convert the free throw. Dietrich, a former All-State player out of Tennessee. First in the league in steals, first in assist to turnover ratio. He's one of the good ones.
A different defense here by the Seahawks, so a combination defense it looks like.
A lot of the guys in the game right now for St. Francis not used to shooting the ball.
I'd like to tell you exactly what this defense is, but I'm not sure even Wagner knows, but either does St. Francis.
Traveling, good call. Sanders walked.
A lot of confusion on the floor and here at the booth as Carl Sanders travels.
3:41 left in the first half. 10-point lead for Wagner. Derek Wittenberg's troops, the 5th seed, leading so far on the backs of Dietrich Dye. We'll be back.
Trees aren't the only things that grow in Brooklyn.
Creativity grows in Brooklyn.
My mind grows in Brooklyn. My soul grows in Brooklyn.
Our team grows in Brooklyn.
A cure grows in Brooklyn.
My world grows in Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn campus of Long Island University. Come grow with us.
Looking for something fun to do with the parents this weekend?
Discover basketball, the Basketball Hall of Fame, Springfield, Massachusetts, on the web at hoophall.com.
Looking for something fun to do with the kids this weekend?
Discover basketball. The Basketball Hall of Fame, Springfield, Massachusetts. Call 877-4-HOOPLA.
Candace Nestor, staff auditor at Deloitte & Touche, demonstrates how to make the perfect plus sign. Robert Morris College, everything you need to prepare yourself for whatever comes next. Dave Perricone, merchandise manager for the New Jersey Devils, scores a hat trick. Robert Morris College, everything you need to prepare yourself for whatever comes next.
Wagner on top by 10. I wonder where the W went. Maybe Paul Dottino knows.
David, Wagner wins. It's because of the W right here. Mike Poole from Albany. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Obviously, you're the man who's going to take the $10,000 basketball challenge. He's got to make a layup. He's got to make a free throw. He's got to make a three-pointer and then a half-court shot in succession. Now, what kind of basketball background do you have that makes you confident you can make this?
Well, I'll tell you, not much. I just play recreationally, but hopefully that'll get me by today. That'd be nice to take home $10,000.
I tell you what, with a helmet like this, you belong on Capstraw's holding court. Back to you, fellas.
Paul, thanks a lot. We'll look forward to that halftime shot coming up and the best of holding court at the break in about 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Wagner leads at 35-25.
Jermaine Hall has him on his back. Had Reyes on his back, wanted to look. 15 on the shot clock.
Diedrich Dye has been on fire with 16 points. 6 on the shot clock. Pritchard, 4 on the shot clock. Missed the 3. St. Francis basketball.
Critical time for Wagner right now. Just not just St. Francis, but Wagner. It'd be nice for them to go into halftime with a 10-point lead at least. And St. Francis could really change the momentum if they could get a boost here in the remaining 3 minutes.
Clifford Strong still on the bench, but Nunn, the senior point guard, back in there. Greg Nunn, 4-3. Good!
Some major confusion in that last defensive possession. I'm not sure what the Wagner Seahawks were in. I sense a lot of confusion on the floor, allowing Greg Nunn to be wide open.
The lead is down to 7. Skip pass to Kabor. Wyatt takes it at the rim. Reyes with the block, but there is a foul.
It's always the second pass after the trap that's open, and Nigel Wyatt identifying an advantage, taking it strong to the basket.
Second foul on Richie Dominguez. Nigel Wyatt to the line, averaging over 5 points. 44% shooter from the field, 63% from the line. He was big yesterday in the quarterfinal game against LIU at the free throw line in the waning moments.
No question, he got 2 big rebounds on some misses by LIU. LIU was like the 3rd best free throw shooting team in the country, and they didn't convert down the stretch. And the big guy there, Nigel Wyatt, did a great job rebounding.
2:22 left in the first half. Stephen Howard's been a little quiet. Reyes, nope.
See, they missed the big guy, Cliff Strong, who's been on the bench with 2 fouls.
Guy had it swatted. Wyatt. Wagner keeps.
Potential balancing act by Carl Sanders right there, but wasn't able to retain it. See the block right here by Dominguez coming out of nowhere. A lot of action around the glass.
Kabor feeding the post. Good D on Hall again. Dominguez can't leave him open.
Exactly. Transition defense, you need to locate shooters. Richie Dominguez, great job by Greg Nunn identifying the hot hand of Richie Dominguez.
14 points for Dominguez. The lead is now 6. It was once 13 not long ago for Wagner.
That's a good defense on Jermaine Hall. They're really converging well. Reyes doing a good job. Good quick hands by Dominguez on that end. And Greg Nunn, good decision. Almost went backcourt. Great vision right here. Little secondary transition. Dominguez banging the top of the key three.
Is that a little chancy by Dominguez with 2 fouls? He's reaching in underneath. That could have been his third. He could have been on the bench for a good 10 minutes.
Well, what you have to do defensively is you have to say, all right, Richie, we're not going to put you on a primary score. We'll put you on a secondary score defensively. But, hey, be smart. Be intelligent. But I don't think Coach Gagnon could afford to have both Clifford Strong, who's an inside forward, who's more susceptible to fouls, and Richie Dominguez on the bench. He's got a hot hand. You got to go with him.
37-31 Wagner. Semi-final action in the NEC tournament. Steal by Stephen Howard. Howard for 2.
We talked about the last 3 minutes being critical. St. Francis Terriers gaining some momentum. Minute 20 left in the first half. Got to watch the 10-second count right now.
4-point game. They go to the money man, Jermaine Hall. Looked like it went off of Hall's foot, but Wagner keeps it.
Yeah, Greg Nunn swatting down, but what a valuable tool Nigel White is against pressure. He makes good decisions for a 6'9 freshman. He really, really helps out against full court pressure. We talk often about how well he was coached in high school by Tim Gannon. Curtis High School. Look at the effort by Greg Nunn, Defensive Player of the Year. He's fired up. Sense the body language now. The body language changes of both teams. A little nervousness of Wagner. The Terriers of St. Francis are feeling a lot better about themselves.
Terriers on a 15-6 run over the last 6.5 minutes. 1 minute left in the first half. Wagner by 4. Kabor feeding Hall. Kabor loves the 3. Is knocked to the ground. Wyatt couldn't follow.
Didn't have his balance. Didn't have his legs under him.
Skip pass.
The difference in the shot clock now. A 10-second differential. 20 on the shot clock. Game clock is about 30.
Reyes backing down the smaller player, but can't convert. Pritchard won over, and a foul on Reyes. Second foul on Hayworth Reyes, who got caught up with Courtney Pritchard. Dominguez also has 2 for Ron Gagnon, and Strong has 2.
Might be a good time to get to, well, you're going to go down on the offensive end, so you might leave Dominguez in, your best offensive scorer right now. But we could bet if this were a defensive possession, he'd be checked out. Solomon Edwards in for defensive reasons. That's exactly what Coach Wittenberg is doing right now. I think Ron Gagnon has to say to himself, hey, we haven't played well. Who I felt was a critical guy, Clifford Strong, sat most of the half with 2 fouls. We're going to go in, maybe we're down 4 right now.
Pritchard misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Off of Nunn. Oh, wow. Up and over.
Nice effort right there. Wow.
Hope he's all right. Ran into the metal stanchion. Looked like the WWF.
He's fine. He was a football player in high school. That's his effort and hustle, going up and over, staying with it. Guy's bailing out. Nobody supported him. Come on. Somebody's got to step up and grab him. People bailing out on Greg Nunn right there.
Capper getting all over the photographers on the baseline.
Sorry, back to the action.
Solomon Edwards with 16 left in the first half. Now 12 seconds. Knocked away.
See, Solomon Edwards just checked in the game for defensive purposes. Wagner does not need him being aggressive offensively. Just go set some screens and get the ball to Dye or Pritchard. Actually, the Dye is out right now. Carter or Pritchard.
Pritchard lost it with 6.3 left in the first half. St. Francis, New York can cut it to 1 with a 3-pointer. They were down 13 about 7 minutes ago. Yves Kabor back in there, replacing Pritchard.
Used to tell our guys you get a dribble for every second, so you can count to 6 and you got to shoot the ball, but if somebody's open, kick it up ahead. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Morgan misses a 3 at the buzzer. A very entertaining first half. The top-seeded St. Francis Terriers fight back with a 15-6 run, and they cut the lead to 4. 37-33 Wagner here at halftime, and Paul Dottino is standing by with Derek Wittenberg.
Thanks very much, Dave. And Coach, obviously, Dye's having a sensational game with 16 points already after a quiet offensive performance yesterday. How much a part of that was in your game plan today?
Well, Diedrich hadn't been he didn't play well the first game. He had a great year for us and led the league in steals. And I thought, I thought he should have been on an all-conference team. But I just told him that, and I told him, you got something to prove. And he came out, and I just let him go. We got nothing to lose. This is designed for the #1 seed. They're a great team. And they're expected to win, and there's no pressure on us at all.
Now, you virtually squandered a 13-point lead in the final 7 minutes of that half. How will you get the team up at halftime?
You don't squander a 13-point lead against the top team in the league. We just happened to be hot, and then they came back, and we expect them to come back. They're a good basketball team, so we just got to continue to do what we do and keep Dominguez and Howard from getting a lot of offensive looks. If we do that, we think we got an excellent chance.
Derek, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Paul, thanks. A composed Derek Wittenberg, his team on top by 4 here at halftime. $10,000 shot coming up. Best of holding court as well. We'll be back.
When I come to see you, your eyes don't meet mine. When I try to talk to me, I can't get through. You tell me that you love me, that you really care, but you treat me like I'm not even there.
Is that how your bank makes you feel? Then discover what Dime customers know. You're worth more at the Dime.
Every university boasts great faculty, a caring atmosphere, state-of-the-art facilities, and small, intimate classroom settings. I was looking for that and more. I found it all here at St. Francis College.
I find it rewarding to be part of the St. Francis tradition, providing a powerful education at a reasonable cost.
I found a committed administration supplying students and faculty with the necessary tools that will bring us into the 21st century.
I found a nurturing environment where everyone champions my success. Yeah! I feel like I'm part of a family.
I found an atmosphere that not only promoted academic growth, but social growth as well.
As a former student and now as president of St. Francis College, I know that you'll find what you're looking for. I guarantee it. It's not just my job, it's my passion. Come join us.
New TV? Yeah. Watch this. RCA's experts understand you want the sharpest picture possible. So we developed the RCA digital monitor and receiver. The best picture today and unsurpassed high-definition quality for tomorrow. RCA, changing entertainment again.
St. Francis University in Pennsylvania's beautiful Laurel Highlands will help you reach your potential. We offer an outstanding liberal arts education in a values-based environment. 98% of all graduates are employed or in graduate school within 3 months. You'll work hard, but with more than 60 organizations and 19 NCAA Division I sports, you'll play hard too. Call St. Francis University at 1-800-DAL-SFC. St. Francis University. Reach higher. Go far.
The Nor'easter Conference Tournament semifinal here in Trenton. 37-33 Wagner here at halftime. Well, it's time for the best of holding court with our Tim Capstraw. Be ready to split your sides.
And you know that you are a terrible coach. Terrible coach. And that's why you're sitting here interviewing Dye. Did you die? This is how I pictured it. 5 minutes to go, tied up 69. Berg enters the game. 3 right off the bat. Spots up, transition, 3 right off the bat.
Tinsley inbounds. Berg steal, bangs it on him.
Beautiful.
From there, it's all downhill. I just couldn't produce.
Give us a little impression of Coach Ron Gagnon at halftime.
Who's sticking with Sean Johnson? This is ludicrous. This kid is killing everybody. I'm out of here. You guys better pick it up.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. One-eye dunk. I think of you.
Wow. Unbelievable. Another beautiful. I smell it on me.
What's happening? I don't know, man. If he's not here in about 5 minutes, I'm leaving. That guy's always leaving. I haven't seen him either. Oh, hey, it's Capper. I'm basically going to polymorphically inherit the algorithm that's going to kick his butt in the paint for us. One last question before we go. What's up with the ponytail, man?
Well, you guys saw me slamming some steel, working the pythons a little bit. Pretty cool, fun. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think, baby?
Capper, it's over, all right? So, come on, you're not Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger?
Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. We're on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the groove. We're on the groove.
All right. Hey, I was getting loose. What do you guys think?
Come say that for the show. Say that for the show.
You gotta say that for the show, man.
Don't do that right now.
I can't take you down to the clubs, man. We gotta keep you down here after the TVs.
Court's adjourned.
Well, Capper, how do you look yourself in the mirror?
Oh, I know. And how would you like to be married to me? My poor wife, you know, she's got me with this wig each week. It's very, very embarrassing, but it's an awful lot of fun.
Well, we loved holding court this year, and they just had a contest on the NEC website, northeastconference.org, as to the best episode this year. Which one?
No question. Survivor didn't make the best of, but wait till you see this one. As you know, in life and basketball, and now holding court, only the strong survive. Tonight we have the top 3 challengers for MVP of holding court this season. 2 will be voted off. There can be only one survivor. First up, Greg Nunn, St. Francis, New York. Here's your scenario, Greg. There's 10 seconds remaining in the championship game of the Northeast Conference. Your team is up 15 points. Please let us know with your best impression how Coach Ron Gagnon would react.
You know, I love you guys, but you gotta understand one thing. We're gonna walk out of here with class, like St. Francis Terriers should. This is the way I want it to be.
Impressive. Next up, Diedrich Dye with his guitar.
You're a terrible coach. That's why you got fired. Dirty.
Impressive. Last but not least, Jarvis Mitchell. He doesn't do impressions. He doesn't play the guitar. He was preseason MVP. What do you have, Jarvis?
I'm a rap. Greg, give me a beat. Yeah. Now for the MVP, it's the seesaw. Chillin' on holding court with Tim's cap star. And I just said a line that I never used before. I'm not leaving here until I got a score. We got Jesus on the mix, and I'm on the vines, and I'm gonna say one more line. I'm out of time.
You see the candle? As you know, fire represents life. It's time to vote. It's now time to tally the votes. Greg Nunn. Diedrich Dye. What? Jarvis Mitchell.
Well, Camper, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Did I just get voted off my own show?
Are you kidding me? Nah. Hey, goodbye.
Anything for ratings. The most amazing thing is we all survived that. Wagner on top, 37-33 over St. Francis.
Not looking so great? To your mate? Now you can roll your way to a trim, toned waistline with the amazing PowerTech XL, the latest fitness breakthrough that targets your entire midsection to give you a sleek, sexy stomach in just minutes a day. Crunches and sit-ups can be a pain in the neck and they only work a few muscles. But PowerTech XL allows you to move from side to side, targeting all 4 abdominal groups, so you'll have rock-hard abs with no strain and no pain. The secret is PowerTech's unique spring-loaded design. Simply roll out, and the spring mechanism allows you to roll back and contract the muscles in your stomach for a total abdominal workout, guaranteed. Plus, PowerTech XL's variable resistance makes it perfect for men and women of every fitness level, so you don't have to be in great shape to get in great shape. You'll see incredible results in no time. But it doesn't just work your abs. PowerTech XL also tones your arms, shoulders, back, hips, and thighs for a total body workout. Best of all, the handles come off quickly and easily so you can take your PowerTech XL anywhere. And you'll receive this protective pad to make your workout easy on your knees. We'll also include the PowerTech XL instruction booklet, specially designed to guide you step by step through each exercise, so you can target your entire midsection and get in the best shape of your life. And now, the one and only PowerTech XL, complete with instruction book and protective pad, can be yours through this special TV offer for only $19.95. So stop struggling with sit-ups and crunches that just don't work. Call now and say goodbye to that belly and hasta la vista to those love handles with the amazing PowerTech XL. Order now.
To order your PowerTech XL, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-388-5300 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $6.95 shipping and handling to PowerTech XL, 6960 Eastgate Boulevard, Lebanon, Tennessee. For quicker service, call 1-800-388-5300.
And if you feel it in your toes and you won't stop, and if it's deep in your soul, then you can't stop. And if you know what I know, then you won't stop. We're going way up, way up, way up, way up. Come on, come on, come on. We're going higher, baby. Come on, come on, come on. We're going way up. Come on, come on, come on. We're going way up. Stay up.
We clean up messes. Call Labor Ready at 1-800-24-LABOR or go to laborready.com. Labor Ready. Get some help.
Wagner on top by 4 here at halftime of the NEC semifinal. It's now time for young men to try to win $10,000 by making a layup, a free throw, a three-pointer, and a half-court shot. He's halfway there. Mike Poole from Wagner. First 2 went off the glass. 8 seconds to go. He's shooting from the deeper line unnecessarily. 3 to go. Well, Mike made it halfway there. Pretty good try. We thank half.com for sponsoring that contest. Wagner leads it 37-33. We'll be back with the second half.
Trees aren't the only things that grow in Brooklyn.
Creativity grows in Brooklyn.
My mind grows in Brooklyn. My soul grows in Brooklyn.
Our team grows in Brooklyn. A cure grows in Brooklyn.
My world grows in Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn campus of Long Island University. Come grow with us.
Every big business had humble beginnings. That's why you need a bank with a vision as big as yours. Right now at the Dime, we're working with one company that, well, just you wait. No matter what size your business is today, you're worth more at the Dime.
Massachusetts can immediately see why Wagner is such a great place to go to college. Wagner's academic program is perfectly suited for tomorrow's challenges. A liberal arts focus, preparing graduates for the constant changes they're sure to face throughout their careers and their lives. It is so important for college students to be in touch with the real world, and Wagner is the only college anywhere that sits atop a hill overlooking Manhattan. It's the richest cultural center in the world, and it's the top of the professional ladder. At Wagner College, you're reminded every day that your highest aspirations truly are within reach.
In the year 444 AD, the Incas were convinced they had angered it. In 1978, it destroyed top-secret spy satellites. In 1989, it knocked out Eastern Canada's communications. Every 11 years, the sun erupts, hurling pieces of itself directly at us. It's called Solar Max, and it's back. Witness the awesome power only in the IMAX Dome Theater at Liberty Science Center. Solar Max, here comes the sun.
The fifth-seeded Wagner College Seahawks lead St. Francis, New York, the top seed, 37-33 here at halftime in an NEC semifinal. And let's take a look at the first half summary. Diedrich Dye unconscious for Wagner, 16 points, 4 out of 4 from the arc. Jermaine Hall, solid, 8 points, solid shooting. Dominguez with 14, nearing his average, helping keep St. Francis in it. Wagner shooting pretty well. St. Francis shooting great, but they've taken 11 fewer shots. The Terriers have turned it over 10 times, and that's Wagner's forte. Well, Tim Capstraw, take us through the highlights.
Well, first of all, here was his runner by Diedrich Dye. Very impressive. Completed, went for the three-point play. Would have dropped down to Jermaine Hall, but he got the recovery, the rebound, got the put back. And on the other end, Greg Nunn with some nice vision here, finding Richie Dominguez at the top of the key. They got the dangerous 1-2 punch of Dominguez, and now Howard can really catch and shoot, elevate, and drain threes.
Well, so far in the first half, Wagner is proving that they can turn over St. Francis. The backcourt has not been solid for St. Francis. They've had trouble getting looks. Clifford Strong has been on the bench a lot.
Yeah, I talked about Cliff Strong being a huge key to this game. His ability to offensive rebound and the fact that he got 2 fouls early forced Coach Ron Gagnon to to go to the bench and put him on the bench, and it really helped the Seahawks in the first half.
And meanwhile for Wagner, Diedrich Dye really struggled yesterday in the quarterfinals, came up with a big 3 late in the game to help beat LIU, and that propelled him because he's been great in the first half.
He's been unbelievable, 16 points, he's done it all, he's banged the 3-pointers, played great defense too, and we just saw the highlight of him driving the ball. Very impressive.
Paul Dottino is standing by with the St. Francis head coach, Ron Gagnon.
Ron, Clifford Strong was expected to be a big key today. He got the 2 quick fouls. How much of that was a factor in you having to take him out?
I don't think it was a factor. Wagner came out real sharp. They were aggressive. They're just like they always play, aggressively, and they get after you. We have a good deep bench. We can play without Cliff. It's just a typical Northeast Conference war. That's all this is.
The last 7 minutes, though, of the first half, your team seemed much more crisp. Any reason why that was the case?
I think we picked up the defensive intensity. We got after them a little bit, and I think it stopped us from thinking. We were sort of thinking our way through the first half of that half, and we got excited. We were playing defense. We got scrappy, got a couple easy baskets, and that got us going a little.
Thanks very much, Coach. Thank you. Back to you, Dave.
Paul, thanks a lot. Richie Dominguez leading the way for St. Francis, New York. Howard and Strong backing him up. Diedrich Dye, we talked about. Jermaine Hall has 8, and Courtney Pritchard has been great lately. 7 points in the first half for Derek Wittenberg and Wagner.